Good morning. Dottie Schneider and her daughter, Kimberly Waterbury, well, they live in Indiana, and they wanted to go to the beach. Dottie always loved going to the beach. The only problem was Dottie was 95 years old, and she wasn't very mobile anymore. She spent most of her time in a wheelchair. Sometimes she used her walker. But she so loved the beach, and it really reinvigorated her and inspired her. And so Kimberly wanted to bless her mom, and so they took the trip all the way down to Alabama. They went all down to Ocean Beach. They wanted to go have a good time, but she was afraid her mom would have to dangle her feet there in a pool, and they could see the beach, but they wouldn't be able to get really near it. But one day they decided to try. And so they headed down to the beach, and Kimberly was trying to push her mom in a wheelchair, and that just did not work in the sand. So then she decided that she would try to help her walk with her walker, and they tried that, but it didn't work in the sand. So now they were struggling and actually kind of stuck out where they were when a lifeguard saw what was going on. He went and got his beach vehicle, and he came along and said, "Can I give you a ride?" And both of them said, "Absolutely." And so this lifeguard took them actually down to the beach, and there they had rented a chair and an umbrella, and there they found themselves on the beach, enjoying themselves. But another lifeguard came by later in the afternoon and asked, "Are you ready to go home?" "Yes." Well, he picked her up. She wasn't a very large little lady. He carried her all the way back to where they had their wheelchair and their walker, and they'd be able to make it back to the hotel. Well, the lifeguards found out that they were going to be there for a week. And so it just seemed kind of nice, normal, the right thing to do. They said, "Tomorrow morning, call us when you're ready to come to the beach. We'll come pick you up." And so they did. They called. The lifeguards came by, picked them up, brought them down to the beach. Then one of them would pick her up, carry her all the way down on the beach to her chair, and there she'd be able to stay and enjoy her day. When she was ready to go home, they picked her up and they carried her back. They did it every day for the next 7 days, just taking care of Dottie, having a good time doing it. And it was Kimberly who said, the way they did it, they didn't make Mom feel like a burden. They really made her feel very special. The lifeguards, on the other hand, were saying, helping Dottie just does something for my own soul. It's like helping my own grandmother. And you just want to be nice. When it came to the end of the week, they all gathered around taking pictures all together with Dottie, and Dottie and Kimberly made sure to give them a full refrigerator of food for all these young men who might be hungry, and to thank them for what they had done for them. I looked at the story and I couldn't help but think, good for you, lifeguards. You really were saving somebody's life, helping their spirit in a wonderful way. And good for you, Dottie and Kimberly, and the fact that you knew that you were being blessed and you wanted to express your appreciation. This past Sunday I was saying how if you and I will live in a spirit of gratitude, as we're trying to do right now, writing down 3 to 5 things every day, if we would strive to live in a spirit of thankfulness, gratitude, it opens your eyes so you can see the needs of other people around you. And if you see the needs of other people around you and you respond, well, then in the end, you're going to wind up being blessed yourself. It does something to strengthen your spirit. It gives you hope. It's exactly what I saw. Truly people living out of a spirit of gratitude, seeing the needs of others, blessing one another, and each being blessed. It really does work. Paul was right when he said, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." Have a very blessed and thankful day.